What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a story time about the time I was falsely diagnosed with an STD.
Bitch, I'ma bleed him. Hey. No John Cena, you won't see him. Hell no. Rest in peace of Coliseum, it's like Hollywood Kingdom. Yes, it is. His name, girl, I be greasing. Hey. They like Hollywood the reader, she only love you on the weekend.
Before you do anything, like and subscribe right down below. It'll take 2 seconds. Okay, so let's take this back. This is this is exactly a year ago, matter of fact. It happened no, not exactly, but it happened around June or July of last year, right? So I just came home from my first semester in college. Not just, but it was I was 2 months in, right? So I come home, I wake up, right? Wake up in the morning, regular day at my born ass home, right? Wake up, and it's a bump on my lip, right? So I feel it on my lip as soon as I wake up, right? So I go to the bathroom. As I'm walking to the bathroom, my brother bumps into me, and I just drop to the floor. I'm like, oh. And I was like, what is going on? I look down, oh, damn. It's a big ass bump right there on the shaft. I'm like, so now I'm scared, right? I'm starting to tear up, I'm scared. So I'm looking at the bump. The bump is like this, damn. The bump is big as hell. It's big as hell and it's red. And the bump right there was big and red, right? So now I'm crying. Well, I'm not crying yet, I'm tearing up, right? Because I automatically thought it was herpes, automatically, right? So I go downstairs to my mom. I think at that point I was crying. I show my mom, I said, what is this? And she say, well, she's like, I don't know. Ask your dad, right? So I go my dad come downstairs at the right time. I said, what is this? He's like, shit, I don't know. You need to go to the doctor. I'm like, right? So now I'm nervous, right? So I get to the doctor. We drive to the doctor. I'm nervous as hell, hoping I don't hear what I think it is, right? Get to the doctor, right? Go to the window. The most awkward moment, hold on. The most awkwardest moment was having to tell the receptionist why I was at the hospital, right? So she say, what's going on? Like, why you here, right? I go to the window, I come up to the glass like this close, I say, I got a bump on my lip and on my private area. She say, what you say? I can't hear you. I said, I got a bump on my lip and my private area. Meanwhile, it's a lot of people in the lobby, right? I'm just hoping nobody hear me, right? My dad there and everything, right? So then she said, I can't hear you. She bring somebody else to come up, right? So somebody else come up, I had to go up to him again. I'm like, I have a bump on my lip and my private area. I'm all scared and shit. He said, oh, we gotta take him to they say loud as hell. We gotta take him to the, I forgot the name of the area, but they got this special wing that's just dedicated for STDs, right? So I walk in there, right? We get to the room, right? We get to the room. The man that working there, when I walked out, I seen this couple that was in there. She was mad. She was pissed. So I already knew what was going on over there. She was mad. He looked like he knew already, but that's besides the point, right? So we get there. Doctor's there. The doctor's the guy. He say, and why you here? I'm like, damn, again? I say, cause now it's people in there. You know, there's a lot of people in there too. So I say, I got a bump on my private area and my lip. He said, okay, we'll be right with you. Right? Like we had fucking damn Chili's and shit. I just put in an order. They acting all calm and shit. I know this is your job, nigga. This is my first time. I'm scared. Right? So I'm waiting there, probably 30 minutes in the waiting room, just chilling and everything, right? The guy, he said, okay, we're gonna be right with you. Come to the back, right? My dad sit outside. No, I think my dad stayed. I don't know. Sit outside. I don't remember what he was doing. But the man come in with a nurse. It was a girl nurse, and he was there, right? He say, all right, show me. I'm like, damn. I'm like, can I get a woman or something? He say, all right, get up, show me. I'm nervous and all timid and shit. I get up. I go. First I show him the lip. I say, right? He said, all right, show me the other area. I get up. I go like that. He's like, I can't see nothing. I can't see nothing. So I had to go like this, and I had to show him like everything. The man was like. He looked at it for I swear to God, the nigga looked at it for 2 seconds, said, yep, that's herpes, walked right out the room. I was like, what? Blown, right? So now my mind racing. I'm just like thinking about all the shit, girls that I've talked to, girls that I was talking to, or girls I talked to before, or had relations with before, right? I'm thinking about all that stuff going through my head. I'm like, how did I get this? Who I got it from? All these other things. How I'm gonna live my life with fucking herpes, because herpes is uncurable. That was the only time I was wishing I had fucking chlamydia. That was the only time I wished I had chlamydia. I was like, oh my God, nigga. I was just like, nigga. It was so emotional, right? I ain't gonna say I never cried before, but like I never cried for no. I don't know how to explain it, but I mean, I was an emotional wreck. But those little, what's the name, right? So he come back in the room. I started asking him, I said, how is it possible I haven't had sex in like such and such amount of time? He's like, well, it can take a certain amount of time to come. It could be, I forgot what it's called, dormant for a while. It could just come out of nowhere. Because the only time, my previous video, the only time I've had unprotected sex was my previous video when a condom popped. Other than that, I never have unprotected sex, never, right? So at this point, I'm just blown. I'm thinking I got it off a cup or something. Like, I just sipped the wrong cup or something because I just couldn't believe this, right? So, he gave me these pills. He's like, take 10 of these a day. And like, what's the name? Take 10 pills. Take 10 of these. It's like herpes pills. Take 10 of them a day, right? So, he gave me some papers. He said, come back in a week or such and such. You're going to see your progress, right? The man was treating us like I had a fucking flu or I had a common cold, man. I was just so blown at how insensitive this man was being. I was I was just so, I don't know, right? So my dad had already left by that time. I remember that because he left early because he had to go do something, right? So I'm leaving the hospital. He called me. I call him. I tell him what they said. I'm crying and shit on the phone. Like a big ass baby. I'm crying, right? My dad I'm on the way home tearing up, just thinking about like girls, my future, my relationship wise. That's really what I was thinking about, because like now every person I come in contact with, I have to tell them I have herpes or I got an STD now, and like it just felt so degrading. Like it really gave me a totally different aspect on people that do have STDs and things of that nature, because usually before I had a childish mindset on it. It was like, oh, they got an STD, so they must have been doing something, or they got it some type of way. But then going through that experience really humbled me and made me realize, like, you know, you just mess with the wrong person at the wrong time or things of that nature. Things just happen because I wasn't around like that. I wasn't doing that much sexual activity, and I still ended up with it. At least that's what I thought. So it really gave me a different aspect on people that have STDs and how they live their life and how crazy, how sad they must be and things of that nature. Like, I don't know if I was thinking about suicide. I don't think I was. I don't remember all the way, but I know I was crying like a lot because it wasn't no regular STD. It was herpes, right? So anyways, I want to phone my dad. I tell him what the doctor say, right? Doctor say, I told him doctor say I have herpes. He's like, did they run blood? They're like, nah, they didn't run no blood. He just looked at it. My dad on the phone, like, he like, nah, that can't be right. That don't look like herpes to me. You know, in my head, I was like, nigga, how the hell you know what herpes look like? But I had other stuff going on. I was like, okay, so he just gave me hope. He gave me hope, saying that he don't think it is. Right? So, right, so he said go to a clinic tomorrow, right? So, I got a little hope now. I'm a little happier. Not happy, but I'm a little happier. So, I go in my house. No, I go home. I sit in the driveway for like probably 4 hours. I don't know, 4 or 3 hours, just sitting there. My mom was like, you home? Yeah. I was like, no. I was just in the car crying on the phone. And then the whole day I was crying. I was just emotional as hell, right? So the next day come. I left early as hell to get to the clinic. Right, I get to the clinic. First clinic I go to, they closed. I had to find a different one. I go to the new clinic. I had to tell her what was wrong again. I had to explain to like 10 different people that I'm there because I think I got an STD, and it was just so embarrassing. It was just like I just couldn't deal with it. But anyways, I tell her. She say, let me see, right? Show her the bump. Show her what's the name. She say, who told you that's herpes? I was like, I went to the doctor yesterday, right? And they told me this and that and the third. And he's like, what? That's not herpes. I was like, well, my heart dropped. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean it's not herpes? She's like, that's not herpes. Then she showed me like a little picture of a bunch of different herpes, the way herpes look and stuff like that. And then she had asked me, what she asked me? she asked me, have I been using a lot of chemicals lately in my hair and stuff? And then that's when I realized that was around the time when I was growing out my hair. I had a fro before this, right? So I was like, yeah, I've been using a lot of chemicals. And I told her like, I was trying different conditioners because like, you don't know what conditioner work best for you until you try them all. So I thought that was smart. So I was trying them all. And after when I put the conditioner in the top part of my hair, I also put it in my pubic hair because I thought to myself, I was like, well, if a girl giving me head, then I want my hair to be soft. Like who want patchy hair on their lips? So I thought that was a smart idea. I was wondering why nobody else ain't doing it. But yeah, I was real mad. Like she was more mad than I was because you know, he gave me them pills that take 10 a day. Nigga, I took 7 by the time I left out the hospital. And herpes pills, for any viewers that may have it or do know, or that know about it, herpes pills, it's not pills that you should just be taking. They're not like ibuprofen. You know, if you're taking them for the wrong reason, you can end up with liver failure and a whole bunch of other things, right? So, she said, that's not herpes, this, that, and the third. She gave me this pamphlet and everything. And, I was happy as hell. Like, I was just happy. I was glad I didn't have herpes. After that, though, nigga, after that little 24-hour experience of me thinking I did, nigga, I was an emotional wreck. Like, I didn't want to have sex at all with nobody. No type of, nigga, I was, what it's called? I was, I don't know the word. Shit. Celibate. I was celibate. I was like, fuck that. I went back to college. I was like, I ain't having sex with nobody. Condom on or not. I just couldn't do it. I was too emotional. I was scarred. I was like, oh, that was too crazy. That experience was so crazy. It really gave me a different aspect on like people with STDs and things of that nature. It's like now I'm more safe than I was before. Even though I was safe before, I never had raw sex before, and now I just never want to, unless I'm with like a girlfriend or something. But even that though, because they say that like the part that blew me was, nigga, they said I could have it and not even know I had it. And that's what scared me the most. Cause it's like, damn. But yeah, I had told my friend, one of my friends, she was the only person I knew. I told her like within the couple minutes of finding out. I didn't want to tell nobody, but I told her. I forgot how she reacted though. But yeah, that was like one of the most fucked up experiences I had in my life. The next story time I'm gonna do though is kind of funny. It's about the time I got blackmailed for nudes. Well, not for nudes. I got blackmailed with my own nudes. That was funny though. But yeah, so that's the end of this story time. You know, like, comment, subscribe, retweet, repost, like. Again, go down and like. It takes 2 minutes to like, right? What else? Share my page with your friends, you know, just share my page, you know. Cash out me $1 if I made you holla, and I'm out.